Hi there. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope you've had a good weekend. And for those who have been struggling with the terrible weather phenomenon, not just only in the Eastern US, but all over the world, please know we are praying for you today. We're sending out positive energy for everybody who is negatively impacted by these incredibly potent weather events. We are now in the month of Hecate in the Mount Shasta Goddess Temple. Welcome, October. And in our practice, we work with Hecate as the protectress and guardian of thresholds, the midwife of souls, and also as the light bearer, the one who is a way shower. She can't necessarily do the walk for you, but she'll walk with you and she'll lift her lamp and she'll point things out that you might not otherwise have seen. So, we're going to open today with a hymn to Hecate. This is one that I wrote. And let's just kind of hold her in our mind, the glimpse of her beautiful high crown, her heavy brocade gown, her torch in each hand, the keys at her belt, spirals in her eyes as she looks between the worlds. Morphos, Phosphoros, Elethua, wild wanderer at the crossroads, bright hostess at the thresholds, bearer of twin flames, radiant bride of night, mother of darkness, guard, guide, and lead me today. I am a deer in thy wandering herd. I am a key to thy mysteries. I am a torch in thy hand. I am a footfall along thy silent path. I am a star in thy vast heavens. I am a wave in thy fathomless seas. I am a knife that cuts cleanly. I am a soul in thy holy retinue. I am a fiber in the rope of eternity. I consecrate myself to thee this day and every day, that I may travel safely within the folds of thy saffron cloak, dive with thy aid into deep mystic waters, and dance with thee amongst the shades of my benevolent ancestors. Therefore, grant me courage and constancy, guard me and guide me, and bestow upon me thy faultless and flawless perception. And the deck that we're going to be using for Hecate this month, and which I use every year, is Priestess of Light. The Priestess of Light Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. I love this deck. Really beautiful artwork. And today's card is Divine Masculine, Electric Active Power. Well, if you know me, you know that I don't actually believe there's any such thing as masculine or feminine, but I think we're all of it. Nonetheless, for the sake of the reading, let's find out why this card might be coming up today. This is the card of Osiris, master of resurrection. He heralds a time of active creative energy in your life. He fuses his own inner light with the powerful eternal vibration of universal consciousness, being newly empowered in every cell and every thought. The hawk that sits on his shoulders has a strong life force and intense energy. This card indicates that you are entering the field of expansive energy at this time. In flight, the hawk has great vision and the ability to communicate with the spirit of creation. This is an important message for you. You are moving into a time of creative and productive energy. So let yourself consider what project or activity is calling to your soul. Whether it's a new business, a novel, a work of art, Now is the time to focus on creative endeavors. Your own resonance vibrates with an electric connection with universal inspiration and accelerated action. In fact, you may emerge from this time feeling not only reinvigorated, but even reinvented. This feels really appropriate for being on the other side of this eclipse portal that closes tomorrow. On a personal level, this card could signify an approaching relationship with a man. It may be a new romance, it could be a strong friendship or business connection. A man in your life brings fresh ideas and dynamic energy, so be conscious of new opportunities. Remember, as you receive the guidance and support, always to maintain your own creative intention and listen to your own intuitive voice. And the affirmation, as I connect with the creative force in the universe, my own creativity expands and thrives. So, what is it that we are working on conjuring, creating, magnetizing, attracting, initiating in our lives? I really think it's real interesting. She could have called this card anything. It didn't have to be the name Divine Masculine. It's really just to make my point, that we're all this. But what is it that is initiating in your life creatively? What is it that's arising? What are you feeling like, oh, it's my time to get out there and do this thing? And when you do this thing, whatever it is, what will it look like for you to be in that auric field, to be in that energy? So that's what we're going to focus on today, is how do I attract, magnetize, and participate in the field of creative energy with my own endeavors. And over the course, especially since we're just on this new moon coming, what would it look like if for the entirety of October, I deep dove into my creativity, the creativity that is uniquely my own? All right, that's our message for today, if that's what you were here for. Now we're going to dive into Kuan Yin practice. We're going to start, as always, with 3 prostrations before the shrine. And let's take refuge. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention, a person, place, situation, or circumstance that will benefit from today's practice. And we're holding all those negatively impacted by weather events on the East Coast and worldwide. And also, it is Allie's birthday today. So we are holding Allie and her birthday. And let's recite the 4 immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. Let's make our offerings. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering for Kuan Yin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Om Ahum. 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 Reverently I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Kuan Yin, remain until the end of samsaric existence and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. 108 recitations of Namo Guan Shi and Pusa, calling out to Kuan Yin and asking her to please show us where is it that our creativity is ready to arise and to be carried out into the world. Namo Guan Shi and Pusa, 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 Namo Kuan Yin Pusa. 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 And our brief prayer for the Mani reciter of Calm by Gyaltse Tokme Zangpo. Lama dan kunchuk sun lak chakta lo dakni changchuk nimpor chike bar gangdang gangdu kipa de dang der tadu tuje champo jetsin ching gusum gewe chila chaparsho jamdang ningje champo kun langde Tuje Champo Tuljar Girpanam Lame Changchu Chola Go Pechir, Tuje Champo Trin Leje Par Show. Homage to the Guru in 3 jewels. From now until I wait. Homage to the Guru in 3 jewels. From now until I reach the essence of awakening. No matter where I may be reborn, in those places may I always follow the great compassionate one and dedicate my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Inspired by loving kindness and supreme compassion, in order to lead all Mahakarunika's followers to supreme and unsurpassable awakening, may I carry out the great compassionate one's activity. Lame dan kun chiksum lak chaksalo dakni changchutni por chike bar gangdang gangdu ke pade dang der tadu tuje champo chitsin ching gusum gewe chila chaparsho jamdang ningje champo kunlang ne tuje champo duljar gerpa nam lame changchut chola go pechir tuje champo trinle je par sho. And now let's call out to Kuan Yin and say, please infuse my life and the lives of all those around me with this beautiful, supreme essence of creativity so that I'm able to make my contribution in a good and wholesome, healthy, loving way, in a way that feels good for me and feels good for everyone around me, in a way that benefits the world. 108 recitations of Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's give thanks to our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life prayer for Lama Dechen Yeshe Wangmo. Om Sosti. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of Supreme Bliss, Yeshe Wangmo, be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Kuan Yin in our hearts. Namo Kuan Yin Pusa. And we close with a bow to Kuan Yin, bow to one another, and a bow to the inner teacher. And wishing everyone a brilliant day of the expression of your creativity, the vision of what you want that creativity to become and to look like, and that power of this new moon to amplify that vision and start to help it take shape. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a really great rest of your day. Bye now.